Hi, my name is Brenda and we're going to continue with Module 6 video. So in this video, we're going to be discussing emotional intelligence. This is something that's been new and it's been rising in the organization management and the process. It's something that companies are now requiring of their managers, of their leaders, just because it's very vital for the organization to be successful and to grow and become a competitive advantage. So basically, emotional intelligence is defined as being the ability to understand one's own emotion, as well as the ability to understand and guide the behaviors of others. And it's been very popular with leadership scholars as well as consultants, and it's been proven to be a very important contribution to the success of leaders as well as managers. So basically, emotional intelligence has two different parts to it. Like I mentioned, it's the self-awareness of your own feelings, your own emotions, and understanding them, as well as being aware of the other person's or the employees' emotions and behaviors, and knowing how to guide those behaviors. And an example of emotional intelligence could be when someone wears their heart on their sleeves. It could be just their facial expressions. It could also be when someone's aware of when they walk into a room and they just kind of feel the room, see how everyone is feeling, if it feels tense in the room or if it just kind of feels like it's very easygoing, you can have a good conversation. It's basically knowing and being aware of your surroundings and how to process that information. And as managers, we need to be very wise in how we communicate our emotional intelligence with others. Again, emotional intelligence is the way we perceive emotions, the way we understand emotions, and the way we manage those emotions, and the way we use those emotions. If we use it in a positive way or if we use it in a negative way. And employers today have a high demand for emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence is not an option or just something to have. It's not. It's actually something that's very vital for a leader to have, and in most cases it's a requirement when you go into an organization. A leader with low emotional intelligence can miss signs of excessive stress, burnouts, or when a member feels overworked. So if a leader can't read these emotions, they'll find themselves in a situation where it's negatively affecting the company, and where performance expectations will begin to decline in the company, and the employee will often feel angry, they will be avoidant, and they'll have poor performance. And if a leader has a high emotional intelligence and knows how to read an employee, they can encourage them, and they can provide different tools, different projects, or even help so that the employee could feel like they're being taken into consideration, which is very important. And emotional intelligence can be learned. It can be refined. It could be a skill that is always changing and evolving. So as a manager, you can always continue to evolve, to change, to refine your skill and make it better, so it could help not only yourself but as well as the organization in which you're in. So to become more aware and intelligent and emotional intelligence, you could visit your values, you could journal thoughts, you could read on how to better yourself in this area. Just go ahead and analyze yourself, see what you're going through, how you're feeling, and make a personal audit of how you are in this area. And don't be afraid to critique yourself. Go ahead and always learn from your mistakes. That's what a good leader does. Now I'll begin to move towards the 5 components of emotional intelligence brought to you by Daniel Goleman. The first one is self-awareness, which is basically the ability to understand one's own moods, emotions, drives, and how they affect others. The second is self-regulation, the ability to think before you act and control disruptive impulses or moods. The third is motivation. This is the ability to work for more than money or status and to work with perseverance and high energy. The fourth is empathy. This is the ability to understand emotions of others and deal with them accordingly to their own emotional state. And lastly is social skills. And this is the ability to manage relationships, build interpersonal networks, and establish social reports.